Who is Jesus? The truth. Jesus is the anti-Mashiach. Anti comes from Strong's Concordance 473, and it means instead of or in place of. The Greek Messiah is not the Abri, the Hebrew Mashiach. The heathens hid the identity of the true Mashiach and inserted their whitewashed image. Now Jerusalem lay void as a wilderness. There was none of her children that went in or out. The sanctuary also was trodden down, and aliens kept the stronghold. The heathen had their habitation in that place, and joy was taken from Yaakov, and the pipe was with the harp ceased. Wherefore Yasharel assembled themselves together, and came to Mizpah over against Jerusalem. For in Mizpah was the place where they prayed aforetime in Yasharel. Then they fasted that day, and put on sackcloth, and cast ashes upon their heads, and rent their clothes, and laid open the Sefer of the Torah, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. For neither were there from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. For by the vainglory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end. For a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he has made an image of his child someone taken away, now honor him as an Elohim, which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices. Thus, in process of time, a wicked custom grown strong was kept as a law. Graven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings, whom men could not honor in presence because they dwelt far off. They took the counterfeit of his visage from far and made an express image of a king whom they honored, to the end that by this, their forwardness, they might flatter him that was absent, as if he were present. For the mystery of iniquity does already work. Only he who now lets will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the lawless one be revealed, whom Yahuwah shall consume with the ruach of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause Allah shall send them a strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, or have pleasure in unrighteousness. For from the creation of the world, the invisible things of Yah are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and divinity, so that they are without excuse, because that when they knew Allah, they glorified him not as Allah, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the incorruptible Allah into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Wherefore Allah also gave them up to uncleanness, through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of Allah into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. To worship this image is to worship the beast. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spoke as a dragon. And he exercises all the powers of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. He does great wonders, so that he makes fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceives them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding calculate the number of the beast, For it is the number of a man, and his number is this. Destruction is coming for those that worship the beast. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same should drink of the wine of the wrath of the Lord, which is poured out without measure into a cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascends up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image. And whosoever receives the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the Kodashim. Here are they that guard the commandments of Allah and the faith of Yahushua. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of Allah upon the earth. And the first went out and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeds out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh. Life is for those that acknowledge the Hebrew Mashiach. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment were given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of Allah, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their forehead, or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Mashiach 1,000 years.